Hi, my name's Wanda. I'm going to channel love energy for you. So I allow energy to move through me. You'll see the energy come in, and then you'll see the energy go out when I'm finished channeling. If you like the videos, press subscribe on YouTube. There's also a Facebook page. I just added a donate button. I don't know if anyone's interested in that, but you can e-transfer to that email. And I just like to say hello at the beginning of these videos. Just to acknowledge I'm here too. Okay, so I'll see you on the other side. We would like to tell you a little story. It's one you tell the small ones. They gather around you sometime and look at your face and they say, "Oh, tell us the story, tell us the story." Like this. They wish you to entertain them, you see. So there are parts of you that wish the universe of love would entertain you, which is amusing in this way. The entire atmosphere, the universe, the world, everyone else's energy, those who have passed are all at your disposal. But yet you have a childlike quality that sometimes wishes to sit and be told a story. You don't always wish to be magnificent creatures and great leaders. Sometimes you wish to be nurtured. You wish to be given a cookie and say, "Just sit there with your blanket. We're going to tell you something." So if you can remember what it feels like, or not remember, for you don't all have this memory, imagine what it would feel like for a bunch of small ones to sit with blankets and cookies, looking up to someone they love and admire, and waiting for a wondrous story to occur. They are sitting in anticipation, for they know that the human that is telling the story tells really great stories. And they are full of love. So they trust the humans. So they are vulnerable, you see. So if you are able to envision yourself sitting there for a moment and look up, because usually on the ground, and so the storyteller's often a little bit higher. So as you sit with your big eyes open, just waiting, everyone's so quiet. So the story begins. Before you were in those bodies of yours, you were mixing with all of the love energy that exists. Past, present, future, all of it mingled together. All of the humans on earth sending love, all of non-physical pouring love out. So you're in this big mix of love energy. And how you love it there. All of you, you're with all of your loved ones, all of your friends are there, and you play and laugh all day long. It's such a lovely place. And suddenly you hear a call, an announcement. Who would like to go to this place to do this thing? Most of the time you don't answer, you just keep playing. But one time you think, I think I shall go there. I think that's me they're talking about. So you say so long to your friends and skip over. And you stand there and you say, I'd like to go. The next thing you know, there you are, waking up as little tiny baby, crying, wondering where you are, what happened. But here you are now, arrived in humanity, just like you volunteered to do. So when you're first in, you're smiling a lot and you can't see very well, but you're still spreading love. Everyone that looks at you, you are still love, you see. So the energy's just emitting from you. You're full of it. You're energized still. You've only been human for a minute. So you're full of love energy. And everyone that comes, you zap them with it. After a while, it gets a little bit low, your energy. So you start to look to the others. Well, you think they must have love energy too. Perhaps they can give me some. But as you look around, you realize there's none to be had here. Not like the universe of love, which is overflowing with energy. Now you're with these humans. So now you're having your life experience. Sometimes it's good, wonderful perhaps. Sometimes it's just the terrible. Sometimes you think you know what you're meant to do, and sometimes you can't even remember that you're a divine being. It goes back and forth like this all through your time. Sometimes as you move on along a little bit, you start to remember. You start to think, wait a minute. I am universal love. I am just visiting in this body. So therefore, I must be able to share love with others, for I am love. I must remember when I first came in, because it was easy then. Then you start to remember, you see. And when you do that, you start noticing, why do I hear all these voices of my relatives who have passed? Why do I feel as if someone's watching me and walking with me? All of a sudden you wake up, you see. So in your human time, you're sleeping a little bit. But then you wake up and you start to notice things around you. You realize that the earth that you're in is not exactly the way it seems. That there are beautiful things made by humans, but yet there's something else going on. So you become your curious self, you see, just like you were before you jumped in the body. Your curious, loving self. And that's your story, you see. That's your bedtime story, your middle of the afternoon story, and your morning story. You are divine beings, carrying love around with you. You'll remember when it's time, or you won't. No matter what, your life is yours. Do whatever you wish with it. You jumped into it. It's your life. There is much love here for you. Namaste. Oh man, that was very sweet. That was sweet on different levels because I've never read bedtime stories. But I can imagine that. And sitting around with a bunch of other kids that are all bundled up. I figured we had hot chocolate. Listening to a magnificent story, which turns out to be a story about us. That's really heartwarming to me. I love it. I love this story. I love the story that we're divine beings. We're just here to do whatever we can, or forget as long as we can, or remember, or really just whatever. We're just having this time, this human body in this time. So I hope that touched you today. It sure touched my heart. Blessings. Bye.